It is a stormy and maybe slightly sunny day in Indy, but it's rainy right now. But there's that patch of sky up there that you can kind of see with no clouds. And yeah, that's what our day's looking like today. Now I'm gonna go make some chicken noodle soup. So I made Emily and I some chicken noodle soup, and I think it's gonna be really good. We used these noodles that we got at Rise and Roll yesterday, so I'm sure they're great. So I'm looking forward to this. I think it's a good day to have some chicken noodle soup. And now I'm going to make these pumpkin spice cookies. They're pumpkin spice cookie doughs with white chocolate chips in them. So I think they're going to be pretty good. Maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So the storm just ended, and here's a beautiful sunset. Hello everyone, and welcome to Poffology. Hope you're all having a good Sunday. Hope you had a good weekend. Emily and I didn't really do a whole lot. Emily went to Target and Meijer, and I didn't do anything really. I made some chicken noodle soup. Well, I looked outside, it was raining, and maybe I'll put that video clip in here. And then I made some chicken noodle soup, and we tried these pumpkin spiced cookies. And I baked them. They were pretty... they were kind of like ginger cookies, I felt like, maybe ginger snap type cookies that were soft with white chocolate chips on them. So, like if you're into that, it's very fall, it's very spiced. It's just a spiced cookie. So we had that. Emily is watching the first episode of Succession right now. And that's what we're doing. Today I did watch a couple things. One was Midnight Mass on Netflix. I was looking for something a little scary, a little kind of Halloweenish, and I saw that on Netflix. So I watched the first episode. I think I'm on episode 2 now, maybe 3, and I like it. I mean, it's obviously not. It's not super amazing, but I can tell Netflix, I feel like they spent a lot of money on it. I mean, I don't know that to be true, but it's shot really well. A lot of music is in it. It kind of reminds me of White Lotus and how I just feel like there's a lot of music in it. So it goes to, some TV character or some of the characters, and it just plays music for like a minute. It makes it, I guess, more emotional or something. So, but hey, I'm looking forward to watching it. I'll probably finish it in the next few weeks and a couple weeks probably. And what else? I don't know if I know there was other stuff. I watched a lot of YouTube today. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Oh, here's what I wanted to tell you. I watched the Tony Soprano or the Sopranos movie. I don't remember what it's called. The new something. It's the new Sopranos movie. It's on HBO. I think it might be in theaters or something. But I watched that, and I thought it was I really liked it. I mean, obviously, it's getting a lot of hate because the Sopranos TV series is, a very important TV show. But the son of Tony Soprano in real life, whatever his name is, played younger Tony Soprano in the movie. And I won't spoil anything. But yeah, that was just an interesting thing that the guy who played Tony, his son played him, but younger self, which they don't really look a whole lot alike, maybe. But Tony was older. His son is, you know what I mean? Tony was like 45. His son's pretty young right now, so it's kind of hard to compare their looks and stuff at the moment. So, I mean, there's some facial features, especially in the chin and stuff, but overall, it was great. One of my questions would be like, can you watch that before watching the Sopranos? Probably not. I would say you probably have to, watch a majority of the Sopranos TV show before watching the movie, because it's not going to make it. It's going to make almost well, it would make sense. Like there's kind of a story there, but they go back to a lot of stuff throughout the TV show. So you probably wouldn't like it, I would say, if you haven't seen The Sopranos. That's just my thought. There's a lot of like tons of references all the way from season 1 all the way through multiple seasons. So, and as someone who I think I only have a couple, maybe one season left of The Sopranos, I was thinking, man, how are people? I mean, I recently have started watching The Sopranos in the past year. I've been savoring it, but I was thinking, man, there's a lot of references that I would have totally forgotten about if I had watched The Sopranos like, 5 years ago. So a lot of little things, but it was enjoyable. And tomorrow's Monday. So Emily has class tomorrow and on Tuesday. I do not have class, but I have class on Thursday. So that's what I'm doing this week. Just getting ready for the work week, the Monday scaries, kind of. And I'm just going to have a good rest of the night. And I hope you do too. Hope you have a good Monday. Hope you have a good week. So with Emily not being here until like 9 on Mondays and Tuesdays, she's not commonly in the vlog on Monday. So I'll have to go figure something out, go do something. That chicken noodle soup I made was really good. Just simple. Like I don't even know if I followed a specific recipe, but one thing I will say is because I've eaten a lot of ramen and different types of, mainly ramen, I just have realized how much I really like ramen broth because it's so much richer than just chicken noodle soup or, other types of broth-based soups. The broth is just so good in ramen. But it takes a lot more time and it costs a lot more money because there's a lot of stuff that goes into ramen broth that, it just is complicated. So, but it was great. I like the chicken noodle soup. Those noodles from Rise and Roll were great. And that's that. Emily went to the store and they were sold out of most of the iced coffee. So I don't have coffee for tomorrow, but I might just make my own cold brew tonight because I got some coffee from Calvin Fletcher's that is kind of getting to the point where I don't really, it's fine brewed, like it's fine, but it would probably be more beneficial for me to just use it in cold brew. Oh, if that makes sense. Like it's going to be it probably will taste better. So that's what I'll do tonight. Get some, make my own cold brew, even if it's just in little jars for the day instead of making a whole pitcher of it. Because I don't even know if I have enough coffee for a whole pitcher of it, but I have enough for, a few cups, maybe like 3 cups. So that's that. I can't believe it's October. I looked outside today and I saw more of the trees are changing. They're so beautiful. So, and I think next week, Emily and I are going to the Newfields Art Museum for some like pumpkin festival or something like that. I think that's where we're going. It's like a art pumpkin festival thing. I don't know. So we're doing that next weekend. I do though want to go to Prairie and I want to go to the Headless Horseman event or Sleepy Hollow event that they have there. So I think sometime this month we'll do that. So we can't do it this weekend. I guess we could do it Friday, but if I do everything in one weekend, then that won't be fun. So maybe the weekend after next, we'll go to Prairie. They got it decorated for Halloween. Prairie, I've never been. I don't think. I don't know if I don't think I have, but I guess they're like a Williamsburg of the Midwest. Maybe is that what you would say? Prairie is like Williamsburg, maybe. I don't know. It's like a place where you take kids and they learn how settlers lived or something, I think. So they got that decorated and they're going to be doing Headless Horseman show, which is really fun. I love doing like especially around Halloween, which I don't know when else you would do this, but you go to the different areas and they kind of tell you the story of the Headless Horseman and all of this stuff, and then you walk outside with the village or something. I don't know if this is how Connor Prairie is going to do it, but I've gone to different ones a couple times. Normally, you start in one place, and it's like the villagers talking about stuff, so it's very fun. It's a whole it's just a play, but it's interactive. You walk outside with them, and then you see the Headless Horseman kind of terrorize the village or whatever the town, and then yeah. So, but I don't know how they get rid of the Headless Horseman. I think the show just ends and you just see him, whatever, go back into the woods. But yeah, that's always fun. Are you going to any Halloween shows, Halloween events, hay rides, corn mazes? Are you going to a corn maze? A scary corn maze? I have never been to a haunted corn maze, and I don't think I want to go to one, personally. Kind of sounds pretty stressful. Well, it's one thing about going to somewhere like that's haunted or something or whatever, versus I know I'm going into a place that these people are hired and this is their job to scare me. I don't want to deal with that. So, same with haunted houses, I guess. I'm thinking like going to the insane asylum in Kentucky, which would be really fun to go to. And there's no one there that's hired to scare you. It's just a creepy place to go to that you can tour. So, but yeah, that's my plan for, I guess, my next couple weekends. We'll go to that place next week, Newfields, and maybe go up to Connor Prairie. We'll see. Well, I'm going to go now. If you're still watching, comment down below corn maze. I don't mind just normal corn mazes. They're good. We would go to one at the county line apple orchard. That was always fun. You go there. I don't know if they have pumpkins. I think they have pumpkins, but I don't know if they have a pumpkin patch. But they got apple orchards, animals, lots of good food, pie and stuff. Oh, one thing I did do today, I absorbed / watched an enormous amount of information about Amish people, like Amish groups. I don't know why. One time when I was in Ohio, I might have told you all this, but I went to an Amish place, Amish town, and it's like a small group of you, like of 10 people. You go to the town, and the Amish take you around. They show you the schools, and I got to see the teachers teaching, all the kids in there, and they pause the class for about 30 minutes at the end of their day sometimes for like the groups to go in and hang out with the kids and talk with them and just ask them questions. And then we went to a few of the homes of the Amish, and it was really crazy. So then at one of the homes that later, like at dinner time, you eat with the family. So I got to eat with a family, and it was awesome. The food was amazing. It was crazy. It was really good. So as you might expect, everything's homemade. It's all, you got your chicken, mashed potatoes, whatever else they have there. I don't really remember. I think they had corn, maybe. They had lots of desserts though, lots of homemade bread. And then at the end of the day, they kind of tell you, well, because the women there make all the food or something, at the end of the dinner, they kind of show the women also sometimes have side businesses of stuff they've made, whether it be blankets or towels or something. and they had some what's it called, like stove warmers or things that you can pull pans out of the stove. So I bought a few of those. So yeah, this is like a side business. Very interesting, very cool. Saw them in their buggying and horse or whatever it is, buggy and carriage. Is that what it's called? They were all over the road, and they had a huge barn for all their horses and animals. And I think though they did have tractors there. So I think, or maybe they just had machines that their horses use. I don't know. So every group of Amish have slightly different ways of how they go about getting work done. So, wow, this is going a long time, but I do know that there are, it is surprising that Indiana does have kind of a pretty big Amish population. I feel like they do, because some of my family members have used them to build stuff, whether it be dining tables. They've even, I know one, I know of one that built a giant shed outside that was really nice. Like, it was really nice. Like a swing set attached to it, and it was huge. Yeah, so the Amish did that. So, some Amish are more, I guess, builders or whatever, and some do. I guess where we were at in Ohio, it was a little bit more like just what you think of as Amish. So, wow, I said I've been talking a lot about that. Okay, so that's what I did today. I learned about that, and now I really want to go back to, I really want some Amish food now. I'm really hungry. Their stuff is so good. Okay, I'm going to go. Hope you all have a good rest of your week. Hope you have a good Monday. And if no one's told you this today, you are loved, and this world's a better place because you are here. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.